one.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Perkenalkan, kami dari grup E. Kali ini kita mau mencari herpeto fauna yang ada di lingkungan daerah Unsur, yaitu Fakultas Ekonomi Bisnis yang ada di daerah sini. Pertama-tama perkenalkan, nama saya Arisia Bunulana. Dan kemudian partner saya
dan Universitas kita
ini yang terakhir dari anggota kita adalah jadi kita mau mencari hewan-hewan herpetofauna yang ada di sekitar sini, guys. Oke, thank you.
Introduction. Herpetofauna is consisting of reptiles and amphibians. Amphibians can be divided into three main taxa: Anuras, which includes frogs and toads; Caudates or Urodales, which includes salamanders and newts; and Gymnophiones, which includes limulus sicilians. Reptile is including lizards, snakes, and turtles that exhibit significant differences in species richness, hotspots, and habitat use, making them vulnerable to various anthropogenic impacts.
Purpose in the sampling activity is to identify the herpetofauna that are found in Universitas Jenderal Sudirman. In our research method is divided into two that are direct sampling, namely obtaining or encountering the sample directly by way of road cruising or direct sweeping. In the systematic sampling itself, you can use visual encounter sampling, where sampling is limited by visual encounters with time. Then, the audio script transects is obtained based on specific behavior of the zone, and the last is quoted sampling using a wide area. The second method is indirect, namely obtaining or encountering the sample indirectly. Indirect methods are carried out by observing the zones, feeders, droppings, strikes, or nests. Point count sampling is a method that is carried out by walking to a place and then choosing and marking it as connection point. All animals encountered and located with a certain radius from the sampling point within a certain time frame now recorded. The time that is usually used is the duration of 5 to 20 minutes. Animals outside a 20 to 40 meter radius are recorded as outsider species. The rest is considered as additional loss. General physical conditions of the field, such as weather and rain speed, are recorded. locations that we found around Universitas Jenderal Sudirman area were divided into 3 locations, namely the Faculty of Law, Faculty of Economics and Business, and the Rector's Building. From each location, based on the point count sampling method, it is divided into 2 points. The Unsud Faculty of Law location 1, we got samples of gecko and 3 lizards from Coachella jubata. Then, at the second point, in location 1, we found samples of gecko, camelons, Orgonocephalus kuhli, and frogs Polypedans macrotis. Location of 2 is Faculty of Economics and Business. At point 1, a 3-tailed snake was found. And at point 2, we got a gecko. The third location named the Rector's Building at point 1, gecko, and frog calcornata animals. Then, at the second point, we got gecko, wall lizard, Cosymbotus platyurus, and mine snake, Dendrolepis pictus. 2 orders that we found is Anura and Squamata. Squamata basic characteristic. The body has keratinized scales. In Ovidia, the ventral scales are whiteness cross-sectionally. In the gecko, the scales are reduced like tubercles. The animal is oviviparous, and viviparous.
Annual basic characteristics. Live in almost all habitats, widely distributed in all continents. Varies body color, stout or slim body without tail, head and body without neck, smooth skin or warty skin, epidermis with mucous and poisonous gland.
This is the species that we found when sampling.
Acrocordus granulatus. This species is classified as Kingdom Animalia, phylum Chordata, class Reptilia, order Squamata, family Acrocordidae, genus Acrocordus, and species Acrocordus granulatus. The characteristic of this species is mining snakes are active during the day and at night, live wandering in trees, plants, or bushes. The snake sometimes also wander on the ground or grass. The snake is not venomous and has the type of Aglipa fangs, which is an even arrangement of teeth without venom fangs. The main food of the snakehead is lizards, geckos, and small frogs. Mine snakes reproduce by laying eggs or ovipar, and the number of eggs produced is 2 to 10 eggs. Each newly hatched young snake is about 25 centimeters long.
The characteristic of chameleon mane are the mane orchidated on the base of the neck, body length of 55 centimeters from head to tail, light green to dark green-yellow in color, and having the ability to mimic when threatened. We state that this species has a long tail, rounded and slightly flattened at the base of the tail, has long legs with hind legs almost touching the nostrils, has long fingers with third and fourth toes the same length, and fifth finger is shorter than the third finger. The species are from order Squamata, order Iguania, family Agamidae, genus Bronchosella, and species Bronchosella jubata.
Dendrolapis pictus. This species is classified as Kingdom Animalia, phylum Chordata, class Reptilia, order Squamata, family Colubridae, genus Dendrolapis, and species Dendrolapis pictus. The characteristics of this species are the striped cadut snake is a species of reptile that has a very fat and dense body. Its body lining is covered with small, rough scales. Its tail is short and has a blunt tip. Cadut snake habitat in ponds and rice fields can be found several species because these two habitats are habitats with humid conditions. The contributing factors include the agroforestry environments, which tends to be dry, and there is no suitable place for snakehead snakes to breed. Striped cadut snakes are usually found in various kinds of freshwater bodies such as ponds, swamps, and rivers.
Lokai gecko or gecko. Lokai gecko are small, large, and harmless lizards found in Southeast Asia. They have a variety of skin tones from bluish to brownish gray, and are decorated with red to orange spots. They are also used in traditional medicine in East Asia. These species are from class Reptilia, order Squamata, family Geckonidae, genus Gecko, and species Gecko. Anglehead lizard. They are one of the herpetofauna species that has highly patterned skin tone and is well adapted to blend in with its surroundings. The maximum body weight is 144.2 grams. These reptiles have sexual reproduction. The species of lizard can blend into its surroundings well, just like the majority of lizards in general. They live primarily in rainforests. The species are from class Reptilia, order Squamata, family Agamidae, genus Gonocephalus, and species Gonocephalus cohli.
Hemidactylus platyurus. This species is classified as Kingdom Animalia, phylum Chordata, class Reptilia, order Squamata, suborder Geckota, family Geckonidae, genus Hemidactylus, and species Hemidactylus platyurus. The characteristics are wall geckos are a group of reptiles belonging to the Geckonidae family. Members of this family have 2 pairs of legs, a tympanium and a sternum. These animals can be found in variety of different habitats from forest areas to housing. This species is the animal most easily found in the 3 habitats of explored, namely fish ponds, rice fields, and agroforestry. Walls on buildings and paving roads are the habitat of wall geckos. The availability of food for lizards is quite abundant because lizards are reptiles that eat insects, especially mosquitoes.
New Zealand common gecko. Woodwardia maculatus from family Diplodactylidae is a long-lived gecko found in New Zealand. It is nocturnal, gregarious, and lives year-round in mixed-sex groups. Females are promiscuous and male compete post-copula with sperm competition. They are mostly ground dwelling and found in open rocky habitats and dense low shrub and pines. The species are from classes Reptilia, order Squamata, family Diplodactylidae, genus Woodwardia, and species Woodwardia maculatus. Lava white-leaf frog or Calcorana calconata. The species are small and medium-sized frogs with brown tympanium, long and slender legs, webbed toes, reddish and brownish skin, and a size range of 30 to 40 mm for males and 45 to 65 mm for females. They are widely distributed in Southeast Asia. The species are from classes of Amphibia, order Anura, family Ranidae, genus Calcorana, species Calcorana calconata. Tree frog or Polypedets macrotis. These species are commonly called tree frogs has the characteristic of the baked smooth skin without folds, protrusion or nodules. Color very variable, white, yellowish, brown, gray to pale whitish. Plain dark spots, large and small, or straight plain-wise, and this frog can also change color from a rather dark and contrasting pattern at night to pale and in strength during the day. There is a dark black to black line or band between the nose and eyes, continuing backward past the upper side of the tympanium to the shoulder. The species is from class Amphibia, order Anura, family Rhacopteridae, genus Polypedets, and species Polypedets macrotis.
So, our group conclude that the herpetofauna observation at Jenderal Sudirman University were carried out at night because our target animals came from the amphibian and reptile classes. The places or locations that we sampled around Jenderal Sudirman University were divided into 3 locations, which the Faculty of Law, Faculty of Business and Economics, and the Rector's Building. Based on each location, the sampling was carried out using the point count method, so the sampling was divided into 2 points location. In the first location, the Faculty of Law, it was divided into 2 points. At location 1, we got the gecko with the scientific name gecko and 3 monitor lizard or Bronchella jubata species. Then at the location of the second point, we found species of gecko, chameleon, or Gonocephalus cooley, and frog with the scientific name Polypedates macrotis. Then the second was at the location of the Faculty of Economics and Business. At point 1, we found 3 species of cadute snake or Acrocordus granulatus. And at the second point, we found a gecko species too. Then at third location, which is the rector's building, we found another geckos and frogs with the scientific name Calcorana calconota. And at the second point, we found the geckos too, and the wall lizard with the scientific name Cosymbotus platyrus, and the mine snake with the scientific name Dendrolapis pictus.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih sudah melihat video dokumentasi kami tentang perjalanan mencari hewan herpetofauna yang ada di sekitar Universitas Jenderal Sudirman. Sekian dari kami. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ya.